What it do, bitch ass crew? KFC, Chris Blake's crew, sit the hell down, man, because we got a video by Submy and Coach titled The Best Fit for Every NBA Draft Prospect 2020 NBA Mock Draft. So, I'm doing a mock draft and putting the best available player on there, you know, putting all rumors and stuff aside, man. So, before we get going on today's video, if you don't mind dropping that like and, of course, subscribing if you're new to the channel, let's get it.
Yo, what's good, guys? My name is Robel.
Who do you think's the best fit for your team, guys?
Mock draft. But this is gonna be more fit based. I don't care about all the rumors out there. I'm just gonna be the GM for every team, and I'm just gonna pick what player is best for each team. And we're only doing the lottery because I'm not trying to make this video an hour.
I think the best fit for the Pistons would be Michael Jordan.
Long. Before we get started, I want you to please go subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it a lot. I make videos about NBA draft prospects, NBA players,
and even
high school players. So if you like that, go subscribe
Link in the
to the
description.
channel. And without further ado, let's get started with the #1 pick. With the first pick, the Timberwolves have a tough choice between LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. And even though there have been many reports about the front office liking LaMelo more, I just don't think that LaMelo and D'Lo fit will work together in the long term. Their skills overlap and the on-ball defense will be pretty horrific.
I do like Anthony Edwards a lot. It's just I really like what Malik Beasley was doing this season. Obviously, yeah, Anthony Edwards is gonna be a better player in the long run, but I don't know, like from like a fit standpoint, not gonna lie. I mean, I really like the idea of like Obi Toppin on the Timberwolves. I mean, maybe him and Cat don't exactly work out the best, but I don't know. I really like that from like a fit standpoint. But no, Anthony Edwards is nice too, obviously.
Like, who's gonna be the guy that's gonna guard Curry, Damian Lillard, and all of those guys, right?
Watch Hernan Gomez.
Edwards brings another dimension to their offense and could be solid on the ball as a defender when he's focused. There isn't anyone in the draft that could fix the Wolves team defense, so getting another shot creator is the best they could do here. With the second pick, the Warriors will be selecting LaMelo Ball with the intentions of trading him away before the season starts. I love LaMelo Ball, he's my top prospect in this class, but he can't really be helping much next to Curry, Clay, and Draymond because they want to try to get back to the finals and win it. Also, if you want to look at the big man options like Okongwu or Wiseman, drafting a center like that with the second pick just to fill in that small role isn't really ideal because you can really sign that player. You can sign an Aaron Baines, you can sign Marc Gasol in the offseason. So just taking LaMelo Ball and then trading him away to the Magic for Aaron Gordon or something like that would be the smartest thing to do here.
Well, damn, I remember getting also maybe like Mo Bamba or somebody like that too. I swear I'm not trading Dame LaMelo Ball straight up for Aaron Gordon.
With the third pick, a lot of people think that the Charlotte Hornets are going to take James Wiseman, but I think Onyeka Okongwu is the better pick here because he's the better player and he's a better fit. He has the potential to be a big that could legitimately switch, alright?
Fits more in today's NBA for sure.
Defensive coverage. He can blitz, he can switch, he can hedge, he can drop. There's not a lot of bigs that could legitimately do that. And those guys that could, they get paid max contracts. So the league understands how valuable these players are. He's also an amazing rim roller and has shown flashes of playmaking that could be further developed.
Literally Amari Stoudemire.
I think Wiseman is a good prospect, but in comparison to Okongwu, there's a lot of issues with shot selection and feel for the game that I can't look past that.
Okongwu is more Bam Adebayo. Wiseman is more DeAndre Ayton. For your NBA team today, who would you rather have? Like, just from like a type of player, you know what I'm saying?
So that scares me for picking him on this Hornets team. But Onyeka Okongwu is going to be a good and solid big for a very long time.
I want him in Detroit.
And it lets them tank and be bad again for next year so they could get their true franchise star.
Like offensive Ben Wallace.
With the fourth pick, it's pretty obvious that the Bulls are going to take Deni Avdija here, but I think Killian Hayes is the better fit and the better player. I'm sorry, but I don't think Coby White and Zach LaVine together are capable enough playmakers for a team that wants to make the playoffs. It's just not going to happen. Killian Hayes is an amazing facilitator and defender and has
I don't know much about Deni, but I do like the idea because like I'm pretty sure he's a solid playmaker. I could be wrong because like you run through Deni and everything like that. But yeah, I've been saying for a while now like Coby White. I've seen him as like a 6-man, but you know people say, well, why do you always compare short guards to like Lou Williams? It's like that's just what I see with Coby White. I just see him that way. I don't know.
Legit 3-level scoring upside.
People get really pissy about it.
He can maximize LaVine and Coby White's off-ball scoring abilities and not have them overextend themselves. He fits really well next to both of them, so it gives the Bulls flexibility if they're trying to move on from either
Damn, he's
Zach
nice.
or Kobe White in the future. He'll also give Lauri Markkanen and Wendell Carter Jr. their touches and will make everyone in the young core happy. The
I do like the
Cavaliers
idea of
currently
that.
have 2 point guards who are score first and score second. They also need a wing pretty desperately. Danny Advia is one of the most versatile players in this draft class, and I think this would be an amazing fit here. He's a good playmaker, he can defend, and he's a good slasher. The shooting needs to improve for him to maximize his value as
Will
a
he be
fifth
everything
pick,
Jetty Osman wasn't?
especially with the pull-up, but Denny's strongest appeal is that he can slot
People
in
said
every
Jetty was the
lineup
next
and be
LeBron.
functional. He doesn't overlap or hinder any one of the young prospects' development and instead makes them better. The Hawks need as many defenders around Trae Young as possible, and Isaac Okoro is a great fit here. They already have seemed to find a good defender in Cam Reddish, but I like him better off the ball since he's so good at getting steals.
Can Okoro shoot?
Isaac Okoro is an amazing on-ball defender to the point where people don't even try to attack him. His strong frame, movement skills, and consistent energy that he brings on that end
Damn, he's like
makes him
Marcus
a
Smart.
great defensive prospect. The slashing and ball handling that he brings to the table on the offensive end will also be a nice wrinkle for the Hawks offense and could have Trae Young play off the ball more. If he figures out the spot-up jumper, then Isaac Okoro could be something special here. The Detroit Pistons will probably take a big man here, and that is gonna be James Wiseman.
Bro, I hope it's. I don't want James Wiseman. That is the one player in this draft I do not want. I do not want him. 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 I do not want. I'm so sick of like just these. And I know people say, oh, he's better offensively than Andre Drummond. Okay, I'm sure he's probably a little bit of like a better mid-range shooter or something like that. Maybe even a three-point shooter. It's just too much of the old, man. I just want something new. I want something new. I want a point guard, man. I'm watching Reggie Jackson for like 7 years now. I want a point guard.
If they believe that James Wiseman could be an elite rim protector and rim runner, then they should take him at 7. He could ideally make up for Christian Wood's defensive shortcomings and could be a very good pick and roll player with Kennard or even Blake Griffin handling the ball. He does need a lot of game reps to fix his defensive consistency and shot selection, so he's a bit of a
Nice
project.
little lefty, I guess.
But I think there's some untapped shooting potential with him, and if the Pistons could develop that, he could be an above-average starting big
Ain't
for a
looking too
very
bad.
long time.
Damn, maybe I will take
The
him.
Knicks won't be
Maybe
getting
I
the
will take
franchise guy in this draft, and that's okay. Devin Vassell is an amazing team defender and three-point shooter, and he could help create the defense-first mantra that the Knicks could have as their identity. Frank Ntilikina, Mitch Robinson, and Devin Vassell in the same lineup would be amazing.
Time to get rid of Kevin Knox,
We
though.
all know that Thibs
Bust.
is the defensive coach first, so he'd be open to playing all of these guys more together. The Knicks need shooting really badly, and Vassell provides that as well. This is one of my favorite fits in this draft because he provides spacing around RJ, and he's a plug-and-play guy, and the Knicks need good basketball players in their rotation. And 3-and-D wings are rare, so he's definitely worth the
Boy, he's gonna be like a
eighth pick in
Tony
this
Snell.
draft. The Wizards are gonna have John Wall back, and they're gonna have Bradley
He's a
Beal.
damn defense.
But I still think that Tyrese Halliburton would be a great fit here. John Wall needs a lot of shooting around him to fully optimize his drive and kick game. And while Tyrese Halliburton's form is funky, it goes in at a high rate, especially when he's catching and shooting. He would be a very nice third guard next to Beal
Could be like
and
a,
Wall
Tyreek
and help them
Evans.
with their last playoff run. He also is just a guy that makes everyone better around him and doesn't need
Damn,
touches
who's number
to be
33?
a positive on a team. He's an amazing playmaker and team defender and could provide similar value as Lonzo Ball does right now. With the 10th pick, the Suns are gearing up for a playoff run after an amazing performance in the bubble, and it would be very nice to add a point guard to the roster that brings a different element to what Ricky Rubio brings. Kyra Lewis is the fastest player in the draft, and he can shoot.
I've heard good
and
things
play
about
make as
him.
well. His defense is solid,
Heard good
and he
things.
would be pushing the pace on this young Suns team and get him a lot of transition buckets. He can play on the ball and off the ball because
Outside of Rubio, they literally got like 17 point guards on the damn Suns roster. They're all trash, man. Like Javon Carter has done nothing. Eli Okubo I thought was gonna be something. What's his name? Ty Jerome, I think they have. Maybe he'll be something. Who knows? We haven't really seen a lot of them yet.
he's a good enough shooter, and is just a great fit.
But yeah,
next
point
to
guard might be
Booker.
the move.
Having a guard as part of their young core is important as well, since he can grow with the young guys.
What other centers are there out
With
there?
the 11th pick, the Spurs are gonna take Alexei Pokusevski.
Oh yeah, this guy for
Now
him.
Poku is a mystery man in this draft, but he has the second highest upside other than LaMelo. But it will take a couple years for him to
Does he
even
really?
get to his
Wow.
floor. If a team develops him wrong,
What the hell
then
was that shot? Bro, you look like a damn 7'3" Sean Marion with that form. Look at that shot, man.
now Poku is a mystery
my
man in
God.
this draft, but he has the second highest upside other than LaMelo. But it will take a couple years for him to even get to his floor. If a team develops him wrong, then he'll just be a solid stretch floor. But if a team develops him right and is patient, then they'll get themselves a
Bro, you feel like Sean
7-footer
Marion.
with amazing shooting versatility, ball handling, playmaking, and rim protection ability. The Spurs are one of the only teams I trust with developing Poku, and I think they can
I do
still
like his
function
name.
without having their lottery pick play
Poku.
minutes right away.
I like it.
The Sacramento
like it.
Kings need wing defenders badly, and I mean badly. And Patrick Williams is a huge wing that could potentially able to guard the other big wings in the league, like LeBron.
You could be like
Giannis,
Paul George.
Kawhi,
Could be a steal.
Name it. That is a very valuable archetype to have, but he's still very raw. He's a good shooter, but I need to see him take more attempts. And his ball handling does need some improvement as well.
Could legit
But
be
this
Paul
guy
George.
has a high ceiling as a two-way power forward, and he would be an amazing fit next to Bagley and Fox. The Pelicans will probably move on from either Lonzo Ball or Drew Holiday in the future, and I think Cole Anthony is an excellent fit
I like the
next
fit.
to Zion
Nice.
and Brandon Ingram. His
That's
shooting
what they need,
and
exactly.
secondary ball handling ability would work great next to a primary initiator, and he'll flourish with the easy looks he'll be getting after Zion or BI draws the defense in. He had a disappointing college season, but I think he'll be a really good starting point guard when he's not the number one guy.
Could be the best point
The
guard in the
Celtics
draft.
have a
He's
very
got that
good
potential.
young wing duo, but they need to add some guard depth for the future. Tyrese Maxey would be a great fit as a third option next to both of them due to his 3-level scoring ability and playmaking. Even though his shooting numbers from 3 were horrible in college, it doesn't reflect the shooter that he is. In high school, he was known from taking 4-pointer shots and even half-court shots like he was Damian Lillard. So I wouldn't be worried about that 29% from 3 this season. Maxey could be one of the steals in this draft, especially if he ends up being picked to this team.
Yo, I like him
So
dropping to the
yeah,
basket.
that's all the lottery picks. You might be wondering, where is Obi
Yeah, you
Toppin?
got Obi.
Well, to be honest, I couldn't find a perfect fit for him. I do think he's a very good prospect, and I see him going into the top 10 or even top 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. At the end of the day, like, the drafts are not just always like based off of just like the best fit. Like if you're like a team that's picking like 10th or 11th, you see that Obi Toppin's still there, please believe you're grabbing them, right, man? So yeah, this is definitely very interesting though. Definitely a different take on the draft. You know what I'm saying? Just like the best fit and stuff. So what do you all think? Do you agree? Disagree? Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.